So welcome back everybody, Mike here. It is a beautiful winter day here in western Pennsylvania, and I have some big news to share. I mean, it's big news for us, and if you follow our channel, you know that I'm not into clickbait titles, I'm not into drama, and I'm not into dragging things out. So with that being said, I'll just cut to the chase. Camp Morgan has recently expanded. That's right, we bought some more land. So in today's video, we're going to go for a little hike here, and I'm going to show you what we got. And along with that land comes a little added bonus that you will see at the end of the video. So let's take a walk back in the woods, and I'll show you what this is all about. Thanks.
Making it important to be the first in line, so when the cookie crumbles, the best piece they will find. Oh, we're racing to a red line. It's right there before our eyes, somehow hidden in plain sight. We are racing to red lights. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to swear free. I'm just as bad as you, and sometimes worries you see. But all this crazy right, I'm looking for the brakes. Come join me in the search.
So right here I'm standing pretty close to the corner of our property. There's an old stone marker back here, but I can't find it because of the snow, but I know I'm pretty close. But anyway, my property line goes that way, a long way. And from about where I'm standing, goes up that way. This property down here and over there is my mother's place. And her property line continues up that way. What we never owned until recently was this piece of ground up in here. I'm going to walk up there and show you how this all started. So just to give you some reference, my house is about 1,200 feet that way. My old property line was about 200 feet from where I'm standing right now. And that line ran down there to a point where it hits my mom's property, and hers went up over there, a couple hundred feet over there. Well, this nice piece that I'm standing on right here with all these maples and cherries and red oaks, it's a beautiful flat piece of ground. We never owned this until recently. Now this nice flat piece here is probably only 3 or 4 acres, and this was the whole purpose of buying all the property, was to get this, but the total piece was 35 acres. Now when we bought it, we sold some to my neighbor on the same day, so we ended up with just about 20 additional acres of property that joins ours. Land around here is very expensive, but I did an earlier video this past summer, you know, how we bought our first piece of property. I'll put a link to that right here. But what I always say, when you buy land, you can't believe how expensive it is when you buy it, but when you look back in 10 or 15 years, you know, you can't believe how little you actually paid for it. Look at all these deer tracks in here. Couple deer beds right there. More deer beds. More deer beds. Boy, there's a bunch of them back here. Some more over there. So we bought our property, I think back in '94 maybe, and I always thought about this piece back here. If it ever came available, I was going to do my best to buy it. So the property extends, I don't know if you can see, but you go down a little valley, up to the other side, and then down this valley and up the other side. I'm going to walk over there and follow the ridge out to the next area I want to show you. If you look at this little hump right here, this looks to me like this used to be the edge of a field. Like this was probably old farmland years and years ago. We're back into another nice flat area here, relatively flat. And we own way down in that valley too. Now I'm going to continue on, show you the little bonus item that came with the property. So along with the 20 acres of additional property, I said there's a little bonus item. There it is. Nice little brick ranch house that we have now. Now nobody has lived here for, oh my, 5 or 6 years, I guess. But the heat, the electric, everything's been on. It's actually pretty nice. They put a new roof on it about 5 years ago. The inside though is all kind of like 1970-ish, so it definitely needs upgraded. But it's a pretty nice place, and it's a beautiful setting here. Here's a look at the other end. This is like a sunroom on this end. Look at the backyard. It sits about 100 yards off the road. A lot of these pine trees are dead here. They'll have to come out. So that's the big news. 20 more acres and a house. And the new property joins our property, which joins my mom's place. So we're able to have one nice big piece of property here to you know, screw around on. Enjoy doing what we do. And speaking of the house, if you would like, comment below if you'd like to see some remodeling videos. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the house just yet, but I know it's not doing anybody any good the way it is right now. It's in pretty good condition, but it definitely needs upgraded. It's got a good roof on it. It's all brick. It's had an upgraded furnace in it. So it's in pretty good shape, but it's all mostly cosmetic stuff. Lots of cleaning, painting, refinishing the floors, maybe some new trim here and there. A little work in the kitchen, those kind of things. But later this week, if you'd like, I'll do a video of the inside of the house, kind of like a before video. And then that'll give me, you know, it's just middle of January right now. So I got February, March, maybe the first part of April. I'd like to get everything on the inside of the house done. And then by that time, springtime will be here and I can start on the outside stuff. Taking down all those pine trees, fixing the driveway up, putting a new yard in, some landscaping, all that kind of stuff. I'm also going to be building new trails from up here down to that house. For those that watch this channel, you've probably seen me on my trails a lot. I have about 1.5 miles of trails. Getting down and back from that place will add almost a mile to it, I imagine, because I'm going to go down one side, loop back around, come up the other. That'll all be this spring. Lots of firewood cutting. I mean, we got a lot of projects for this year. I'm very excited because I enjoy that kind of stuff. So it's really not work. That's just what I like to do. So if you enjoy those things, you know, everything outdoors, please click subscribe and hit the like button. And in the description, I will have a link to our Facebook page. If you'd like to like that page, we have some good conversations there as well. But yeah, keep commenting. I really enjoy the interaction. I like to see where everyone's from and how they do things. But that's it. That was the big news for the day. 20 more acres and another house. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.